is going on, everybody? How are we doing today? My name is Eric. Welcome back to Q2C VR Gamer, and today, special day, we are taking a look at a new Gunstock from MrTass, the MrTass eWreckTor. This is a customizable Gunstock that you can basically build in many different forms, and you can pretty much cater it to what you want to do. So let's take a look at this thing. Let's unbox it. Now, Tass has sent me this kind of special for me. He gave me a hint that there might be a couple of special things in here. So I'll go over with you exactly what comes in this kit and what might be in here special. But I really don't even know. He just kind of told me that there might be a couple of things in here that are just for me that you won't normally see in this kit. So we'll go over exactly what is in the kit, though, for you so you can see exactly what it is. So all right, let's get into the eWreckTor Gunstock from MrTass. All right, let's take a look. As you can see, I mean, for a Gunstock, this box is tiny. So as you know, you're going to be able to build this thing right from scratch. So you're going to, make this thing as big or as little as you want. So you can make a full Gunstock, or you can make a mini Gunstock, or you can make a half Gunstock. So as you can see, when I start to get into it, there's going to be a lot of different configurations, and the box that it comes in is tiny because it's basically in pieces, and you can basically do what you want with it. Alrighty. Okay. Oh boy. Tass. Oh, Tass knows my love of Beat Saber. I don't love Beat Saber. And he sent me a couple of things. Oh boy. Beat Saber keychain that I'm gonna have to burn, Tass. So no, just kidding. MrTass does make these things. They look super cool, guys. They look just like the blocks from Beat Saber. Kind of neat, nice thing to have in your keychain, hang from your mirror of your car or whatever. They look really cool, and comes with a nice little clip for you. And hey, how can you beat that? And these things actually are super cool, and I love them. And this is right up my alley. These are little touch controllers, man. That's so cool. Little Oculus touch controllers. Even down to the triggers on the back and the grip button. That's super cool. Nice little keychain. This, I absolutely love. This, not so much. But if you love Beat Saber, this is going to be right up your alley. These don't come with the eWreckTor set. I think the Tass put these in there especially for me, and thank you, Tass. And I'll treasure this one forever. And this one, I don't know, my daughter or my wife. All right, let's get back into the eWreckTor set. So first thing I can see, we've got a bag here, and I see it does come with a sling, the eWreckTor Gunstock. So you do have a full sling here, and you have 2 points to connect it to the Gunstock itself with these little clips and these little pieces right here. Okay? And your basic military gun sling. Got to pretty much have it for a full, especially for a full Gunstock. So yeah, very nice quality. Love it. All right, you got some hardware here, which we'll take a look at. Basically, you've got some nuts and wing. You get some wing nuts and some bolts with a nice rubber piece on the end here, so you don't scratch yourself or poke yourself with the end of the bolt. And then you have a wing nut and a washer, and you've got several of these. We'll put them right over here for now. You can go. All right, let's get into some of the meat of the system. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so this is the complete MrTass eWreckTor Gunstock kit. So, as we've shown you before, you have the sling itself, the Gunstock sling itself with the 2 clips. You have this little mini aim piece right here. It's called a quick aim, and I'll show you what this does later. But for right now, we'll just say it's the quick aim, and I will show it on later. You've got your rails, and you've got different size rails here, and I'm going to open these up in a minute. But you have 4 of these short rails. Okay, you have 2 here, you have 2 here, and then you have 2 long rails. And again, I'll open these up in a minute. You've got your 2 mag grips. So these are your mag grips. This is what your controller goes inside of, each one of these. And then you have your 2 mag stocks. Now, it comes put together, but this is what they'll look like when they're off. And these are your mag stocks. That's what this snaps into on your gun stock. Okay? So, mag grip and your mag base. You have one of each. And now the mag grips, these here come in your choice of colors. And you can see all the different colors on the MrTass website, but they come in different colors. These are gray, but I'm pretty sure he has quite a few colors you can choose from. You've got some, again, we've talked about this before, you have some wing nuts, some bolts, some washers, and then some of these rubber ends to put over the ends of the bolts so they don't scratch or catch in any way. And then you have a cheek stock. So if you're having your gun up here and you can lean your cheek on it to steady your aim. And then you also have your butt stock here to go into your arm when you're aiming. So we're going to put all this together so you can see what it is, but this is the kit. This is what it looks like when it comes. Has pretty much everything you need to get this set up. All right, so let's start with a basic build. Let's start with a mini gun stock build. Say you want to play Pop 1, but you can't use a huge long gun stock in Pop 1 because you need to be able to climb. You need both hands. You can't do that when you have 2 hands attached to your gun stock. So what do you do? What do you do when you want to play Pop 1? I'll show you. Let's do that right now. Let's build a Pop 1 mini gun stock with the MrTass eReckTor. So the rails, we showed them before when they were all together. Here's what they look like separate. You have the 2 long rails, and then you have the 4 short rails. All right. So you could actually just do 1 long rail and make a mini gun stock. Bang, bang, you're right there. I think that's a little short. I probably would go with something like that, okay, for the mini, because you need a little bit of length to it. I think this would be fairly close to what I would want, but again, you can make this however way you want. So if you think you'd like it just that, you can do just that. If you think you'd like it a little longer, you can do that. You can change the angle of it, okay? You can have it pretty much set whatever way you want. That's the beauty of this system. They're completely adjustable, and you can make whatever you want. Everybody's different. All right, let's make a mini. So we need and your little rubber end goes right on. So yeah, we basically connected a small and a long. We have our mag base in the middle, and then we had our bolt with a little rubber end. Yeah, all right, let's keep going. Okay, before we go any further, let's put on the mag grip onto the touch controller. So the way to do this, you need to fit your touch controller into the mag grip. And then you take this little Velcro strap right here, and you're going to loop it up through. And then just connect it here on the side. Through. Nice and tight. And you're ready to go. Not going anywhere. Now you have your mag grip attached to your controller. All right, let's do the other one. Okay, both are on your touch controllers and you're ready to roll. All right, so basically what we've done so far, we've got a small rail, a long rail, we've got 2 of the mag bases, and then we have the quick aim here on the end again, which I'll show you exactly what that is going to do later. Now, you could go put a little buttstock on here if you chose to, okay? So if you wanted to have a little bit better aim, you could put a buttstock on there. Or you could put a buckstock on there to help you out, okay? Again, a choice if you want to do that. I'll show it both ways. I'll show it this way real quick so you can see what it'll be like without it. Okay, so this is what you would do if you want to do a mini stock for Pop 1. You can see it's real short, okay? It does have a nice little quick aim on the end here for this. So I'll show you in the big camera here. So the quick aim basically is for if you are in your headset and you're in your VR headset and you don't want to fumble with quickly trying to get this back on, you can actually just take your pinky finger right here and grab the end of this, okay? Grab the end of the quick aim, and that's going to stabilize you very quickly. And then you can just get in there and you can start shooting that way, okay? Very quickly. You don't need to do much with it. But you can always go back on whenever you're ready to go back on. All right, so for Pop 1, this is perfect, okay? MrTass does make a designated mini gun stock for just, just for, it's only a mini gun stock. But you might as well get the eReckTor because you can make your own mini gun stock, and then when you want to have a full stock, you can do that as well. But this thing is amazing. I've used this in Pop 1. I've used it in Contractors and been completely fine with it, and actually been real comfortable even over a full-size stock. I've used it in After the Fall quite a bit. I've used it in Zero Caliber. So there's a lot, pretty much any shooting game you can use it in. Larcenauts it's really good in as well. But I love the mini stock, and this design right here is great. And again, if you want to put the buttstock on, you can do that, which I'll show you right now. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it has the buttstock on it. You've got the mini stock, the 2-piece mini stock. You've got the short rail. You've got a long rail. You have the quick aim. Then you have your 2 mag mounts, okay? And then you have your buttstock here. So if you want to quickly bring it in, you can do that. You can bring it in here just against your chest to get a to get really steady. You can just bring it in. You don't even have to bring it into your arm. You just bring it right here and straight ahead, and okay, in your chest, and it's going to give you something to, to really stabilize you. And then again, it's basically just unloading and quickly getting back in. The magnets are great. They kind of like bring you in or draw you in when you get close to where you need to be. So it's going to be the same as you've always done with any gun stock. It takes a little bit of muscle memory to get used to, but there's nothing different here, except the magnets are really strong, which I like. You can actually get them off quite easy. You don't want to pull up on them. You don't want to try and pull up. What you want to do is like lever it off, okay? You want to like lever it off like that. If you try and pull straight up, it's too strong of a magnet. You really need to kind of just like take it and pop it like that, okay? Or like that to the front. Some people will actually use the backhand to reload and everything. But for me, I always go with the front hand. And super quick, super easy. You're ready to run. You're ready to roll. I love it, man. I love it. And then I go to the quick aim quite a bit too. Is if I need to, after I've reloaded, really fire quickly, and I don't want to fumble trying to get back on here, I just go with the quick aim. I grab it with my pinky finger, just like that, just like that. Okay, and then now I'm ready to aim. I'm ready to go with my next shot. All right, so you've got the minigun stock. This is one build. You can make 10 more different builds with the eReckTor set. So you may want a full gun stock. Which if you're going to go to a game like Contractors or Zero Caliber or Onward or Sniper Elite or Medal of Honor, you very well might want a full gun stock. That's probably what you're going to want to do. And it's available here. Let's build one. Okay, we've got the controller part off. Now, probably what I want to do is probably get another, maybe a long piece in here. I've got the long piece here. I might want one more long piece. So I might want to go something like, and again, you can build whatever you want, but you might want to go something like this. So not sure if I mentioned this before, but you have different size bolts. So if you're going through a thicker part of the gun stock where you're trying to fit one of the mag bases through, you're going to need a longer bolt. Like that bolt right there is not going to make it all the way through, or it's going to be very tight. So they do. MrTass does offer a longer bolt, so you can get through there, and you got plenty of extra on the outside. There we go. There's that. I'm not going to tell you how many times I've dropped these wing nuts. Not a huge fan of wing nuts, but that's just me. All right, so we have our kind of middle of the gun stock here, I think. We're going to have our first mag base right there. I think we'll go with a shorter piece off the front, something like this, I think. And then we'll at the end here, we'll put a quick aim as well. Okay, now we have our front piece on. So I put the quick aim on, I put the mag base on the front. And then we have our middle with a longer rail, and then another long rail, and I have my other mag base here. Now we'll just quickly put the butt stock on, and I think we'll be ready to rock. Have I said I hate wing nuts? And there we have it. We have a full gun stock right here to go right into your shoulder, just like this, full stock. Okay, full stock. And let's see what it looks like with the controllers on. There it is, full gun stock now. Now I have it kind of tilted forward. I kind of like the front controller with a little bit of lean forward, but you can do it any way you want. That's what's great about the MrTass. You can make yours however you want to build yours. This is how I wanted to build mine right now. But you don't have to build it that way. You can build it any way you want. But this is a full stock. This is great, man. This is a quick reload, get back into it, and I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to roll. I love the adjustability of this. So yeah, love the adjustability here. You can really change it and make it your own, make it fit you perfectly. It might take you 3-4 tries to figure out exactly the build that you want. But when you get it dialed in, you'll be killing dudes like crazy on the battlefield, man. Because the steadying with the aim, it's so much better than when you're just trying to take two controllers like this and trying to aim with a gun. You're all over the place, man. When you have a gun stock that you can quickly get back on and off, and you can aim and you can steady yourself, especially with the shoulder stock. So what's a cheek stock? Cheek stocks are basically, it's just a piece that's going to come up off of the buttstock that I can rest my cheek on. So if I really want to get in an aim, say you're doing like something like Sniper Elite, where you really need to steady your whole head and everything, you can do a cheek stock. And let's put that on real quick so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so with the addition of another small rail and then the cheek stock, now you have pretty much the full system here. You've got a small rail on the front with your quick aim stock. You've got a long rail, a small rail with your butt stock, and then a small rail with your cheek stock. So basically, in the end, it's going to look something like this. So I can come in to my shoulder. I can lean my head here. Like I said, if I'm going to do a lot of sniping, this is perfect because I can kind of lean my head. I don't have to worry about, trying to bobble my head all over the place. This is just a really nice way to do it. It feels super good. And again, this is just one of the configurations that you could do. You can make this your own. Make this however way you want to make it. So just take a look. That's just one. There's a million that you can do. You could change the angles. You could just keep it exactly like this configuration, but change the angles of it to make it fit you. Say you don't like to have this part here tilted forward. You could bring it back so it's straight. You could tilt this one forward. You could bring this so it's angled down. You could bring this so it's angled back a little bit so it actually fits lower in your shoulder. You could actually turn the buttstock so it doesn't face down, but it faces up. So it actually fits you higher in the shoulder. So it's actually swapped like this. There's a lot of different things you can do here. This is probably one of the best gun stocks I've ever seen for configuring the way you want. Many gun stocks, basically you take it out of the box, you put it together, you get what you get. That's it. Here, MrTass has just done it right. He's basically made it to where you can fit anything the way you want to do it, and he's done it for an affordable price. There are other gun stocks out there that have something like this where you can adjust the angles and things like that. Not the customability with, you know, what pieces you can put on, but with the angles. But those are going to cost you $150 to like $170, sometimes $200. So it's going to be a lot of money. Here, I think you're getting this whole set, the whole kit, I believe. The whole MrTass kit that we showed you when we opened up is $100. So everything you see here, $100, and it's great. And then you can remember you have this too. So when you're going to have the full stock on there, but just like you see here, you're going to want to have something to hang it. So when you're not using it, or if you need to take both controllers off, you can just let it drop to your side. So you're going to want a gunsling for it. These are really easy. You can see how they go in. They would just go in at certain points, and then you would put your bolt right over top of that. And yeah, it would be perfect. You just put it wherever you want on there. So if you want to have it over the front and over the back, you can do that. If you want to have it on 2 points in the middle, you can do that. So yeah, for me, I think that's the perfect long build for me. If I'm going with a long, you know, gun stock, this is what I'm doing. And I showed you earlier, I do love the mini stock, and that's exactly how I would build that mini stock. But again, build it the way you want. That's what's perfect about the MrTass. So again, guys, the MrTass eReckTor gun stock. It is $100 for the whole kit. Now there was 2 more things in the box that we saw. Remember, we saw this right here. This is the little Beat Saber, you know, oh, God, I hate these things. Tass, you're funny. I'm just not a big fan of Beat Saber, guys, but little Beat Saber keychain. You get this for $10. These are super cool. If you're into Beat Saber, or you know somebody who is into Beat Saber, $10. Can't beat that little keychain. Hang it from your car mirror or whatever. What I think is cooler, this thing right here, and I will be doing something with this, and thank you, Tass, for sending me these, is the little touch controllers, which I think are awesome. Look at the little Quest touch controllers, Quest 2 touch controllers. Love them. These are my favorite right there. But these are $6, I believe, for the Quest 2 touch controllers. So yeah, these are $6, and I think he actually makes an index one too, a little tiny index ones like this. So if you have a Valve Index and you want to grab a couple little keychain with the Valve Index knuckle controllers, you can get that too. All right, guys, so that's the full unboxing and the installation of a couple of different setups for the MrTass eReckTor gun stock. This is a 100% recommend for me. I have, if you've been following me, I have pretty much every gun stock that's out there. I think I have 8 now. I have 8 gun stocks. This is the one I use the most. I use the MrTass mini gun stock quite a bit. The one that's made just as a mini. But I don't go to it as much anymore because I have this one, and I can go back and forth to make a, you know, when I want to have a large, you know, complete build, I have that available here. And then when I want to break it down and go right to the mini, I can do that as well. So yeah, the MrTass eReckTor set, this is a big thumbs up for me. Absolutely love it. Jason does great stuff. Go take a look at his Etsy site. The links will be in the description of the video. And yeah, good job, Tass. Another home run, man. All right, let's check it out in some games, and we'll give you guys an idea of what it looks like when we're using it. Guys, I just want to show you one more thing real quick. So MrTass does have customability to this. If you have a Valve Index, you can actually still do this because he has an adapter for the mag bases. So you can make them into to fit your Valve Index knuckle controllers. So let's take a look at those real quick. And right off the bat, I was like, how the heck is he going to make this fit the knuckle controllers, which are just an odd shape and they're tough to get on? So let's take a look and see how he did this. So you slide that piece in, and it does take a little bit to get in there, but you kind of pop it in, and you have your opening. Let me get a better shot. You have your opening right there, okay, for your for your charging port. There's a USB-C charging port right there. So you still have that opening, so you can still get your USB-C cable in there to charge your controllers. And then you're just going to finish the Velcro. Honestly, with the way this feels like it's on there, I don't think you would need the Velcro, but it's always good to have it just in case. All right, so you have your right one, you have your left one, and then you go right on with the stock. Look at that. And you are ready to roll now. You've got your valve index set up, MrTass eReckTor. Super cool. Super cool. So it looks like if you want to have both, so if you have a Quest and a valve index and you want to be able to switch back and forth when you want to, you can do that. You can just buy an extra set of these, and these would be, I think he said $15. Feels really good, I gotta say. I just stuck this on here. I might change the angles a little bit just because of the index controllers. But other than that, it's perfect. It's ready to go, and it feels really good with the index controllers. You don't see many gun stocks out there that are available to do this with the gun stock, with the index controllers, just because they're so weird. And I love the way they snap in there, and it feels really good. So good job, Jason. Without even having index controllers, you made mag grips to fit the index controllers. So good job, brother. I love it. All right, that's it.